Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining me here in GTA 5 as we try to solve the Chiliad Mystery. I'm RJ. I hope you guys are all having a great week so far. I wanted to deliver a chill episode. There's definitely a couple things I have to show off here in Los Santos. Now, if you have not yet watched our Archipelago Hotel episode, definitely check that one out first because we are going to continue from where that one ended off. Thanks again for jumping into the episode. I did want to give a quick shout out to everyone who is part of our Trippy community. Whether you are dropping comments or your theories on our videos or coming out with your own videos, it means a lot, guys. We definitely appreciate all of your support. And if you see anybody who's part of the community, definitely drop a like on their video or subscribe to their channel because our community is getting bigger and bigger every day. I have a feeling we're going to grow into something very special. So thanks for being part of it. Now, when it comes to the Archipelago Hotel, you guys have been giving me a lot of feedback. Right away across the street, you have this hotel which has a giant sun on it. We know that praise the sun seems to be the most obvious clue. Now, a lot of you have sent me pictures of the real world version of this hotel, and it looks exactly like this. The same suns are on it. They're huge. So that's another example of Rockstar making a perfect recreation of Los Angeles here with Los Santos. But when it comes to the Archipelago Hotel, there are three obvious links to the Chiliad Mystery. Right away you see the three boxes. Many of you have said that that's the first thing you thought of when you see these three squares. Definitely the Chiliad Mystery mural. But even on top of that, if you go over to this side of the hotel, you can see that these three squares look even more like the mural with the one square on the top. So many of you agreed with me with that. And then you have the spider web at the front entrance. There's only two known spider webs that have been discovered so far. So seeing this front entrance here, I mean, it's pretty obvious that that's another clue towards spider webs. I have noticed that there's always a nice car parked out front. So if you guys are looking to get a nice ride yourself, just hit up the Archipelago Hotel. You can see the spelling is correct right there on the front sign, but for some reason there's golden signs all around the hotel that are spelled incorrectly. Now, when I showed that off, many of you said to segregate and rearrange, but it really doesn't seem to make anything obvious. I do have to give a special shout out to Drew Peacock 69, who said that this is one letter away from making the word geographical. And that would be an interesting clue. Of course, San Andreas is much more geographical than GTA 4, which is mostly flat. Here in GTA 5, you have all types of terrains. So that's interesting, guys. I still have not thought of anything that's a solid clue out of the misspelling. It could just be a mistake by Rockstar. I know many of you pointed out that there's so many different teams that work on this game. It could be a possibility that they got it wrong. Now, the definition of archipelago is a group of small islands in a large body of water, and that's another strong clue. Many of you have pointed us towards the top of the map here. You can find an Epsilon track, dead bodies, and it's so close to Mount Chiliad that there's definitely something suspicious about it, and there's probably something going on in the group of islands somewhere here in GTA 5. I'm sure one of those group of islands is very special. And finally, the Archipelago book, there's actually two of them, part 1 and 2, is about a tsunami taking over Los Angeles. We all know that Los Santos has many clues of a tsunami taking over. I mean, look at this. Right next to the Archipelago Hotel, you have these two legs, and it looks like an earthquake is hitting the building. So what I wanted to do here in this episode, guys, if you tower high above the Archipelago Hotel, and make sure to let me know if you have any thoughts about the hotel itself. There's a couple more things I want to point out about it in the future. I'm going to do that in a live stream. But if you fly high above the hotel, you can see the two buildings that seem to stand out the most. Let's see if you guys agree with me. I'm going to visit those two buildings here in Los Santos. First of all, you have this building directly in front of us. The reason why this one stands out is because it towers over all of the rest. I mean, you can see the observatory there in the background. And what is the name of this hotel, or this building, I should say? This is the Eclipse Tower. So we do have perhaps another clue towards an eclipse, because there's really not much pointing towards the eclipse in the game. There's actually a car named the Eclipse, But of course, the Eclipse Tower is where many people live in GTA Online, so maybe there's a reason that it's one of the buildings that stands out the most. Now, the second building, guys, that stands out the most to me, I'm sure a lot of you guys agree, is this one right here. You can see what looks to be a pedestal on top, and unlike other buildings, you know, there's no satellites, there's nothing that really stands out. It's just a blank pedestal. Maybe there's something special about it. Let's look at all of the things here on the side of this building, guys, because there is some very strange stuff going on here. I'm sure many of you have come across this building in your travels. Now, first of all, if you look at the designs on the side, you can see owls and also birds in front of a pyramid. Now, I'm guessing that that is depicting the phoenix. I know there's a couple other statues and birds that I think look like a phoenix here in this game, but we know about the Two Hoots Falls. We'll take a look at the owls, guys. There's two of them with a flower in between. I'm not sure if that's a peyote plant. I don't think it is. I think it's a special flower. Let me know if you guys have any ideas. But this is kind of an Egyptian feeling building. If you're wondering what this building is, it's actually the Pegasus Building. And we, of course, see the Pegasus company at the airport. So it's funny that they are linked here to this building itself. As I said, it looks extremely Egyptian. I'm not sure what's going on here. Right below the Two Hoots Owls is the sun. Of course, it's the sun. Praise the sun as always. So maybe this building has something to do with the sun itself. And as we go further and further up the tower, you can see even more sun symbols. We'll take a look at that in a second. But I did want to park because there's something odd about this building as well. If you look at this light, there's something different about it. Look at these lights. They all seem to be normal. Nothing different about those at all. But for some reason, Rockstar made this light into a brand name. It looks like Ellen's Liquors or something like that. And there's different lights that look similar to this around Los Santos that have different brand names. I'm not sure if you guys have seen those, but that is very weird. Unless that's a glitch, it seems like something Rockstar put here. I don't know why the liquor store would be a clue, but it definitely stands out compared to the other lights. There's a couple odd things going on here at this building. You might want to check it out yourself, guys. Let me know if you notice anything abnormal. You can see there's some other designs that look like different flowers. Let's go ahead and head to the top of this building, guys. The Pegasus Building. I think it's the Pegasus Concierge or something like that. More owls. Perhaps the Phoenix. Looks like we have a pot of some sort. What I was looking for is a possible egg. Can you imagine if we found an egg symbol at this building as well, guys? That would definitely be a direct link to the Chiliad Mystery on top of all the other clues. But as I mentioned, on the top, you have the pedestal. So do we maybe have to put something on the pedestal? Perhaps the space docker. Guys, let me know what you think. It is in a direct path of the observatory, as well as the sunset on one end, the maze bank on another, and the Vinewood sign. This place is crazy, and I have a feeling that there's something very special about it. Even a space monkey poster is facing towards it. This is one of the most obvious Chiliad Mystery design buildings in the game. There's no doubt about it. We've never shown it off here at Trippy Commentaries, and I have a feeling with the blank pedestal on top, there's something we need to do. The biggest clue when it comes to the sun is praise the sun. So maybe this point right here is exactly where we need to praise the sun. So thanks again for joining up for the episode, guys. Once again, just a chill episode where I kind of discussed could possibly be a huge location when it comes to GTA 5's Unsolved Mystery. Guys, check out the moon. I think we are getting closer to an eclipse. I cannot wait to show that off here at the channel, so definitely stay tuned for that. And when it comes to the buildings in Los Santos, do you think that there's another building that stands out more than the Eclipse Towers and the Pegasus Building? Let me know. There might be one that I overlooked. Stay tuned here to Trippy Commentaries. I have another new episode coming for you soon. And we also are continuing our Red Dead Redemption live stream playthrough here at the channel. Very soon we'll have episode 4. We are extremely excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. That game is going to be so epic. And on top of that, you guys know that GTA 6 will eventually be heading our way. We got you covered, and hopefully we can solve the Chiliad Mystery. In the meantime, stay tuned here to Trippy Commentaries, guys. Have a great week. I'll catch you in a live stream tomorrow. Until then, as always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends.